everybody! I know it's been such a long time since I've made my last video. It's been a while because I have been so busy in school, and I just thought now it's such a great time because now it's winter break, so now I get to make videos now. So you can definitely send in requests if you have any. Really open at giving advice and giving tips or anything like that, beauty or non-beauty related. But today I'm planning to make a video on something I see a lot of people talk about and really need advice on, which is on school, and which is really on how to get good grades in school. And so I thought I would be able to help because I used to be in that position where I had no idea how to plan or to get good grades at all. The tips I may give may probably not work for everybody, but it has been working for me for about 2 years. So if it doesn't help you, I'm so sorry. But hopefully I can give some ideas probably. The first tip I can give about how to get the grades you want is you first have to, I think it's very important, is to be organized. So what I see a lot of people do is they would either use separate binders. In this case, I use one humongous binder. So this is my binder that I use. It's really humongous. It's like a giant. So each folder represents each different course that I'm taking. And what I love about this binder is that it's really, to me, it helps me stay really organized because I get to pick out the work really quickly and everything's filed and put it away in its proper place. I think it's something that you must always have for school, which is to have a planner, and this is my planner. One of the things, I'll show you how I use this. So what I'll do is I'll write all of the classes, write the assignment, and what I usually do is I use checkboxes because I think it really helps you see and count up really quickly of how much assignments you have to get done, and it really makes you feel really accomplished once you put a check mark on top of the box. You feel so accomplished and you feel that you have less work to do. Like, for example, yeah, I use check boxes and I write all of my classes I'm taking, and then if I don't have a homework assignment for any classes, I use an X if I don't have any homework assignments. So I think this has been helping me for such a long time, and I think a lot of people should definitely try it out if they haven't. So a planner is a must-have. So another tip is tests and quizzes. I guess you can say study habits probably, but I think it's really important to study because even though you may not like studying, I personally don't like studying either, but it's really important though, because if you don't know the subject or topic really well and the test is right around the corner, I think you are going to be in big trouble. So I think it's really important to study so you can review information, so you can review and refresh your brain of all the information. So how I study is that, let's say the test is on Friday. What I'll do is every day before the test day, I would study between those days. So, and what I like about this method is that it takes less studying time, if that helps. So I will study about 25-30 minutes each day, and it helps me remember much easier. If I review it so many times, I feel like I know the stuff really well, really quickly. So, well, some people like to study a few days, longer amounts of time, like they study an hour 2 times a week. I don't know how they do that, but if that works, that's totally fine. It's just up to anyone's personal perspective and their own personal likings. don't really understand a course that well, you definitely ask the teacher for help. And any questions you have, make sure you ask the teachers, because if you do not and you're just gonna totally not know how to do or understand, if you don't understand it, make sure you ask the teacher to clarify it, because when the test comes, you're totally gonna blank out and you're not gonna know how to answer it. So make sure, like especially in math class, when I don't understand something, what I do in math class is that when we're going over homework and I find out that I did solve a problem wrong and I try to solve it at that moment and I end up really getting really confused and not knowing how to answer it, I save it till she's done going over homework and I ask. Or if you're really shy, you can definitely at the end of class, when everyone's leaving, you can ask her personally one-on-one. And usually the teacher explains really well when it's one-on-one. Because I know my teacher, she probably gets, I don't know, she explains really fast when it comes to the whole class, when she's talking in front of the whole class. But when you talk one-on-one, she can really clarify and answer your individual questions. At my school, I'm not really sure if they do this for all schools, but at my school, about all of my teachers give retakes on tests and not quizzes, but tests mainly. So, especially for math, my teacher gives retakes, but I mean, whenever you do really terribly on a test or quiz, make sure you take advantage and take the retake to make it up. I mean, it will, even though you really, at the same time, you will relearn the things and you will regain the knowledge and you will get better at that unit, and I bet it will be much easier if you just take the advantage to retake it and to relearn the things. It will make things a lot easier for you when the midterm or exam comes up, so at the end of the year exam. Another tip is to really make sure you do your homework. I know homework can be really stressful at times, but I mean, it will be partial of your grade is made up of mainly homework and tests and quizzes and whatnot, classwork and whatnot. So make sure you do your homework, because teachers mainly look if you do your homework as much as they look at tests. So always make sure you do your homework and ask questions if you have problems on homework. I mean, teachers give credit if you try on homework. If you don't understand it, at least try. Do homework the day I receive it. I know I'm such a nerd, but I always do my homework the day I receive it. So the next day you can focus on the next day's homework, and it makes things less stressful, really. And really, so make sure you do your homework, and if you have a question on homework, you save it for the next day for the teacher or your friends to help you with that, or you can just try. But what I do personally is I use the internet if I have any problems. So I look up how to solve something or research a certain person for anything. I would use the internet for help. I agree when everyone says this, but definitely do not procrastinate. I know it can get really distracting. The internet and TV and anything you like to do can be really distracting, but I mean, like I said, when I come home, I always do my homework first thing. So when I do my homework, I just get it over with, and I get to finally, the whole day I get for myself. If I definitely come up with any more tips, I would definitely write it in the description bar down here. And I'm sorry if this video is very boring and long, but hopefully I was able to help some of you guys. So and definitely I attempted to try to make this video before the New Year's, because I know some people's New Year's resolution is try to get better grades. So hopefully I help some of you guys with that. Hopefully I wish everyone good luck in school, and in upcoming future events. I hope everyone has a healthy, wonderful Christmas break and New Year's, and I hope to see y'all later. Bye everybody!